Hey guys, I am here with this, the 2021 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Let's take a look. Before we do, please go ahead and press that subscribe button. Thanks. Since its introduction in 1996, Toyota's recreational active vehicle has been a huge hit, mainly because it gives you a lot of bang for the buck with all-wheel drive. The trim I'm driving today is the Premium Limited all-wheel drive. In fact, the RAV4 was one of the first all-electric SUVs when in 1997 they came out with the RAV4 EV that was available just in California. In fact, one of my neighbors up the street still has one. Classic. What's new for the RAV4 for 2021 is the RAV4 Prime, which is their plug-in hybrid. The trim I'm driving today is the Hybrid Limited all-wheel drive trim. This one levels out as shown around $42,000, which sounds like a lot for a RAV4 that starts at $29K, but you also get a lot for that money. So let's break it down. So the RAV4 Hybrid is powered by a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. This one puts out about 219 horsepower. But those two electric motors, due to the hybrid, gives you a little extra pep because for me, the standard regular engine just feels a little underpowered. That Prime version, which is the plug-in hybrid available this year, gives you an additional power on top of the hybrid version. So if you're somebody who likes to get on the gas, that might be the RAV4 for you. In terms of its drive, the RAV4 is a car that I would call solid, not necessarily extraordinary. What I would say is I really enjoy driving this over the Highlander, its big brother, which I just found really clunky and slow and quite frankly kind of boring. The RAV4 at the same time is peppy, it's fun, it's basic, it'll really get you from A to B without any tricks. It doesn't necessarily corner that well, but for most drivers you're going to be really happy with that. For a 5-seater SUV that's officially compact, it really feels spacious inside the RAV4. I'm really happy with that. In fact, they've really improved that over the years. It doesn't feel any different than the 2020 or the 2019 version in my opinion, but it does feel very spacious for its size. Plus, those back seats go all the way down, giving you a lot of space. As a mom, I really appreciate the handless liftgate, which is part of the technology package here. It just opens right up. The standard safety features on the RAV4 are fantastic. So it comes with a 5-star NHTSA rating, which is as good as it gets. It also comes standard with adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, and lane keep assist. So if you guys don't know what that is, lane departure warning will basically, if it feels you going out of a lane, it will go beep, beep, beep. Lane keep assist actually takes over the steering wheel and puts you back in the lane, which sometimes can be disconcerting if you're not used to it, but you can turn it on and off. The other standard safety feature that I love, especially as a mom, is the automatic braking in both forward and reverse in this car. So if you're backing out of your driveway and somebody is coming in the opposite direction, it'll give you a beep, beep, beep warning, and then it will slam on the brakes if you're about to run into them or they're about to run into you. And I think that is fantastic. So how's the back seat in the RAV4? I know a lot of you want to know. I've driven carpool 3 times this week with 3 pretty tall teenagers, all over 5'5", and everyone was really comfortable in this vehicle. The headroom is pretty decent. The back seats are solid. We've got the leather trim back here, but it's also, you know, pretty sturdy leather. And also these seats can be adjusted, which is kind of nice. You can put them back if need be with this little adjustment here. They don't have a lot of control over their climate system back here, and there's really just two vents down in the middle, which sometimes can make it feel a little stuffy. And there are, with this all-weather trim, seat heaters, which is very nice if you live in a cold climate. In the back seat, we've got 4 cup holders, 1 on each door and 2 on the armrest. And there are 2 USB ports down here near the vents. Also, it has a smart rear view mirror that has a screen in it which will project one of its cameras. So in addition to just seeing what's in your rear view mirror, it'll show you one of the camera views, which is really nice. Nissan has a technology that they use in Infiniti, which is nice. Just basically the same thing. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's a little hard to get used to, but hey, this technology can help us all be better drivers. This trim also has the adaptive headlights, which are $400, and the panoramic moonroof, which is an additional $500. Okay, guys, let's break down these packages because the RAV4 has lots of different levels and it can cost you a lot of money. So let's just talk through them quickly so you can buy the one that's right for you. I brought my trusty piece of paper. So the 2021 RAV4 starts at $28,900. But essentially the LE comes in at $29,715. Now, the Prime, which is the highest end, and that's the plug-in hybrid, is $42,000. Now, I know that sounds like a lot of money for a RAV4. However, if you qualify for the $7,500 federal incentive, that'll bring your price right down to around $35,000. And then on top of that, your state may have additional incentives. So in fact, the Prime, which is fully loaded and gets insane mileage because of that plug-in hybrid, I think it's around 45 MPE, you'll end up spending around the same as a base RAV4 with getting all the advantages of having a plug-in hybrid. So if you do qualify for those incentives, it's certainly something worth looking into. But in this middle ground, in this limited trim, again, we're at $42,000. And I will say there's a lot, you get a lot for that in this car. Let's break that down. Okay, so included in the one I'm driving right now is it has the limited weather package. So that's $1,000. And what do you get for that? So you get the rain sensor wipers, which is great. You get a heated steering wheel and you get ventilated and heated front seats. In my opinion, the heated seats were a little lackluster, like they could have been just 1 degree hotter. So, you know, keep that in mind. So that's good. So $1,000 for that. And then there's the technology package. So that's another $1,000. With that is the smart key, which I showed you guys when I opened the end with the foot activated lift gate. There's also a wireless charging pad for your wireless device, and there's a bird's eye view camera. So as I've been driving this vehicle and I've been pretty aggressive, I'm averaging 42 miles to the gallon, which is fantastic for a 4-seater SUV for someone who drives as aggressively as I do. And plus, you don't have to think about the hybrid with this. You don't have to plug it in. You don't have any range anxiety, really simple. So who should buy the RAV4 Hybrid Limited? In my opinion, it's a great vehicle for a small family. If you live in a city, this is a really easy vehicle to park. It's giving you a lot of room on the inside. You've got the roof racks. You can always put something up there if you're going to the mountains or something like that. Also for suburban drivers, this is just fantastic. Plus, if you want to get really good mileage, but you're not ready to plug in, this is a great option. If you want to spend a little less, but get a lot of the features I spoke about, I love the Nissan Rogue is a fantastic choice. If you need a third row, as I said before, I'm not a huge Highlander fan. I would encourage you to look at the VW Tiguan or perhaps even the Atlas for something like that. So, if you do have a RAV4, and I know a lot of you do, please tell me why you love or hate your vehicles in the comments, or if you're about to buy one or have, let me know in the comments as well. I really appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day.